What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be doing another video where we go over we're going to be doing another tier list where we're going over players in a tier list. So as this is going to be the tier list of the Galaxy Opals, this is going to be the final Galaxy Opal tier list we do this year. We're going to be doing this tier list today. Probably no pink diamonds tomorrow, but probably no pink diamonds on Friday. But assuming there's not going to be any content on Friday, I'm probably going to end up making like a tier list of all the promos on Friday, and then obviously from the first of the month, we're back into our position tier list for the for the last time, which is quite interesting. So. Anyway, now let's get on to it. First up, we got Andre Iguodala. Iggy's mediocre. He's fine. He's not good. Don't get me wrong, he is most definitely not good. But I don't mind him. So he is gonna go right here into C tier lands. Then we have got Andre Kirilenko. So Andre Kirilenko is gonna go B tier. AK is better. AK is most definitely better, lads. AK is most definitely better, but the only thing with Andre Kirilenko is, I'm just gonna say it. He's can't really dribble. He's got blind. He's got a few things, but he's decent. He's decent. Then we've got Chicken Man Jameson. Chicken Man Jameson's gonna go D tier. I love that Chicken Man Jameson card. Chicken Man Jameson. I'm telling you, lads. I'm telling you, Chicken Man Jameson was the god. He was unbelievable to start the year. Not even start the year. He was season 4. He was unbelievable in season 4. Like January, he came out the start of January, and he was one of the best cards in the game. That domination was huge for me. Like, I really enjoyed. That was a weird one. Like, that was back when I didn't even mind doing dominations. I did not mind doing that at all for the old No Money Spent squad, and Jameson was one of the standout players that honestly carried that team, to be completely honest, for a while. AD. I'm going to put AD as far as Opals. I'm going to put him in A. I think he's solid. Is he spectacular? No. Is he bad? Definitely not either. I'm going to go A. Bam Adebayo. I like him on next. Don't really like him on current. I'm probably going to go B with him. Billy Owens, wherever Iguodala is, he's only got gold range. He doesn't have any hot zones, but he does have like Dame base on very quick. He's actually not bad. Like, Billy Owens is not bad, and he was not bad at his time for his time. Problem is that he was just better on current gen than next gen in everything except shooting, and then on next gen he just didn't. There's just something about him on next gen. He didn't have half range, which is big. Scal's going A. Most of the recent Opals are going to go high tier. Scal's got a really good jump shot, and he moves quite well, so he's going to go A tier. Brook. I'll book Brook in B tier. I do like Brook Lopez. I do like Brook Lopez a lot in this game. He can curry. He's got a great release. I do like that card. Then we got Karis LeVert, who's going to go C tier. Base 70. For a point guard, base 70 is it's grim. It's not a release that I like at all, but I mean, there are worse releases. But he is going to go C tier. Charles Oakley. I'm just saying, I'm putting Charles Oakley in E tier. I'm putting Charles Oakley in E tier. I hate this card so much. Give me Jameson over Charles Oakley any day. I hate that release with a passion. I get it, he can curry on next gen. I've used him a few times, and he's been shockingly bad. So yeah, he's going to go into E tier. Bosch. I mean, if I'm putting AD in A tier, I'm putting Bosch in A tier. Bosch is literally just his dark matter. I like Bosch. Bosch versus AD is a tough one. Most people would say AD. Like, I would say Bosch, but each to their own. Chris Mullen, I mean, he'll hit jump shots for you. Do you want to go B or C? One or the other? Leitner, like slightly worse Bam. I don't mind. I don't even mind Leitner though. His release is just iffy. It's not even. There are worse releases, but iffy is the best way to describe it. Like, it's not good. It's not horrendous, but it's not good either. And at this stage of the game, there's so many good shooting centers in the game that there's no point. We got mini Bill Russell. We got budget Bill right here in Christian Wood. Christian Wood, budget Bill Russell. You got him for winning 15 triple threat offline games, and Christian Wood was a beast. He was a beast. They need to do some more of these things early on in the year, I think, because they did it twice where you got like a bunch of stuff winning unlimited in certain weekends. Like, they actually did it, in fairness, in season 2 and season 3. If you won like 20 unlimited games, you got diamond cards, but they should do it on weekends again and make the cards a little bit better than they made them this year. Oh, you got it, of course. He's S. Like, there's no question about that. Like why would I put my starting 2 guard below S tier? Like, why would I put my starting 2 guard? The guy shot 100%. The guy shot 100%, lads. So I've gotta put, or he shot 100% in the Denver wager. I gotta put him in S tier. And if you guys saw my last gameplay with the cheesiest squad, he was chicken. 5 green threes out of 6, like, absolutely chicken, man. Then we got Clyde. I'm gonna put Clyde. Clyde's probably S tier on next gen. He's probably B tier on current. So I'm gonna put Clyde in A. Kobe White, C tier. I liked Kobe White at one stage. The more I used Kobe, the more I was like, oh, he's just meh. Danilo Gallinari. I mean, I don't think he's almost as good as AK. It's a really close one. Gallo versus AK is a very much debate, but I'm gonna go Gallo. I'm gonna go AK over Gallo. Ferry, obviously, again, he is my starting. Well, he's basically my starting and my backup small forward. Like, my lineup is Danny Ferry starts the small forward, and coming off the bench for Danny Ferry is Danny Ferry. Like, no question about that. Miles, as far as opals go, Miles is S tier. Okay, we gotta find some some of the worthless tier players. And just to stop people saying, like, the only reason I have this guy on the list, he's worthless. He's a trash can. Everyone's saying, oh, you're just biased putting Hito high because he's Hito. No, I'll call spade a spade. Like, Hito sucks. This Hito sucks. The other Hito's great. This Hito absolutely sucks. Like, I'm gonna throw it into worthless. I'm gonna throw him into worthless tier. Like, he's absolutely horrific. You know who else is horrific? Mel Daniels without his Evo. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna put him worthless, but he belongs in one of these bottom 2 tiers. I don't know how DiVincenzo got here. I've never used DiVincenzo before. He's alright though. I'm gonna put him D. He was one of the rewards. He's actually one of the half decent rewards. But, like, you need to find out who else belongs in worthless tier. Obviously Muggsy. Obviously Muggsy, lads. There's no ifs or buts about that. Muggsy stinks. This Westbrook, I don't know. He's not good on current. Like, he's not good on current gen because he's Westbrook. He's obviously not going to be good on next gen because they took away his blinders. I don't know. I don't know with Westbrook. I think he's E or worthless. He's one or the other. Then we got D-Rob. I mean, is D-Rob as good as this AD? I think he is. But again, I rate this D-Rob higher than most people rate this D-Rob. So I am putting David Robinson into A tier right here. Is he one of the best centers in the game? Probably not. Definitely not anymore. I still don't mind him. I still really, really do not mind David Robinson in this game. Okay, then we've got DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's opal, I'll go B tier. Ayton's opal's not bad. He's not that much worse than the dark matter. Hunter. B tier. I mean, he's a cone. His release is kind of difficult. He's still got decent height. Like, if you want to push Hunter up to A, I'm fine with that, but I'm going to put him B. Del Curry, same tier as Kobe White. I got to get a C tier with Del Curry. Like, Del Curry's all right. Again, that's the only way I can describe it. He's all right. He's okay. I'm so much better without you. What even song is that? When I said all right, okay, what? I can't even think about what song is that? What song is that that suddenly came into my head when I said that phrase? It's probably, for all I know, I'll have to look up at the end, but DeRozan, DeRozan's unbelievable. DeRozan is fantastic. D will, because he's got blinders, he's better than Westbrook. Simple as, he's got blinders, he's better than Westbrook. Des Mason's like J.R. Smith, are probably slightly better because he's got his release on very quick, I'm pretty sure. Des Mason's pretty good. He's not DeRozan level. He's definitely not DeRozan level. He's not Clyde level, but he's good. He's definitely really good. Dylan Brooks, I mean, meh. He is meh personified. Get him right in the middle in C tier. He is meh personified. Dino Raja. As much as I like Dino, specifically Galaxy Opals, I'm going to put Dino in S tier. Funnily enough, like, is he as good as Bull? No, but as far as Galaxy Opals go, I prefer him to that AD. I prefer him to that Bosch. And any center not named Wiseman in Opal tier, I think I'm Bradley. We'll see. Dirk, I never liked this Dirk. Like, I was always a Jokic over Dirk person. My like opinion has changed. I do actually think this Dirk is better than Jokic, but I hate that Jokic now. Basically because I preferred Jokic's release. Did not realize quick and shifty are a thing, or was a thing back then. And yeah, I prefer Jokic still on current gen. I'm not that high on this Dirk because I hate that base 94. Eddie Johnson, Eddie Jones, the two most similar cards in the history of my team. They are honestly the two most similar cards in all of NBA 2K21 MyTEAM, lads. They are so similar. Their names are almost the same. They're not only have identical SIGs, almost identical stats. The first 8 letters of their name are the exact same. The same card. Eric Pascal, I hate him. I hate that release. I get it, he's modern. I hate him. D tier. Felipe, he's probably B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put Felipe in B tier. A little bit undersized, but he's like Des Mason, but he can play point guard. Goodrich, he's 750 tokens, he's worthless. Gerald Green is B, but potentially down. I mean, no, I'll go C. I don't really like base 70. I don't mind Gerald Green, honestly. I think C tier is probably the right spot for him, to be honest. I think C tier is probably the right spot. Mirasan. Mirasan's just a cheese ball. Like, if you know what you're doing, if you know what you're doing with Mirasan, you can literally just run deep ash with him. Like, if you watched my wager versus Denver, where I nearly won the game just rim running with my centers. Like, I did nothing except rim run with my centers. My defense was horrific. Everything else was horrific except for the fact that he couldn't stop giant centers. And like, I'm telling you, if I could have ran, there were no position locks, you better believe I would have ran Mirasan in my team as well. Then we have got Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't mind this Giannis, but it's like, I think I'm going to put him in A. I actually don't mind this Giannis at all. I rate him high. I rate him highly. Bonga. As far as point guards go, yeah, Bonga is that class below a Darius Miles. I love that release. I am one of the biggest Set Shot 14 fans there is. I like the fact he can curry, he moves well on both gens, he dunks well, he shoots well. Bonga's a beast. Jalen Rose, though. Jalen Rose, again, he's right up there with Darius Miles, where it's like preference between the two of them. They are both unreal cards. They're both absolutely incredible. And we have Crawford. I don't know if you... I really like Jamal Crawford. I really, really like Jamal Crawford. I do have to say that like, I know Jamal Crawford is not the most liked player in my team. I love Jamal Crawford, and this is my list. Like, I get it, most people are going to have him lower. I love Crawford. Harden, D. This Harden sucks. This Harden, whether it's this one or the hero Harden, he sucks. Wiseman, no-brainer S tier. Wiseman's so good. Wiseman is so good. And for me, I like him on both gens. I think he's absolutely fantastic. If you can't, and I assume most people are able to get Dark Matter Wiseman because his challenge is one of the easier challenges, but this Wiseman here is pretty much as good. Ja, I think this is Blinders Ja. This is Dark Matter Ja with Blinders, so I'm going to put, he's a little bit undersized. I'll put him E tier. Screw it, I'm going to move DiVincenzo down as well. Actually, screw it. No, Harden, you get down. Ja, I'll give Ja up a tier. Harden, you go down. Jaylen Brown, again, just like Dylan Brooks, just meh. Jeff Green is going to go B tier. I like Jeff Green. I don't love Jeff Green. I think Jeff Green is a more than solid player. More than usable player, but he's not spectacular. Jerry West. I don't hate Jerry West as much as most people, but he's at that D-Will level, so he's going E tier. Yi Jianlian. A with potential to move up. He's A with potential. I really like E. I'm not that high on him because he can't really create his own shot, but he is very good. Caldwell B. Caldwell is like really, he's like your budget Hondo. That's the best way to describe him. He's with 98. He's budget Hondo. Joel. I think he's a little bit worse than D-Rob, but I do like Joel Embiid. I'm pretty sure he does get shifty. I like his release. I actually like this card. Again, he came out the same day as the Spotlight Sims for Bill Russell, so no one really knows about this card. But no, I like that Joel Embiid. Isaac. A with potential to move up. I don't know if I'm taking Isaac or Dino to a power forward. I think because there's a lot of good centers, I'm going to move Dino down and move Isaac up. Josh Smith, A with potential to move up. I love Josh Smith. I don't think he's as good as Jalen Rose or Darius Miles. Actually, screw it. I think he's as good as Jalen Rose. Yeah, he's going to go there. Karl Malone. Just give me 1 second. Perfect. We have got 12 players in B tier. So the 13th person in B tier is going to be Karl Malone. Perfect. We timed that one to perfection. Kawhi. I'm going to put him in A. And obviously, if you are a person reacting to this video and you have been using this card non-stop since February and are unbelievable with the card's release, yeah, and you want to put him in S, that is perfectly fine. Put him in S on your list. On my list, he's going A. He's definitely one of the better. He's definitely A. You're crazy if you don't think he's A, but like, in reality, does he offer more than like DeRozan to the average player? And that's where the question is. Kevin Durant, A as well. Again, really good on current gen. Next gen, he can curry, he moves well. Problem is his release on quick is not great on next gen. It's tough using someone with a quick release at this stage. Kevin Love, B. Yeah, he's definitely B. He's very similar to Karl Malone level. Kevin Porter Jr. If you're on next gen, he's S. If you're on current gen, he's probably B. So I'm going to go A. KPJ is really, really good though. KPJ is really good. Kobe. Kobe's in that DeRozan tier as well though. I rate Kobe so highly, but I'm probably the highest on Kobe. Well, basically, next gen players are all super high on Kobe. I'm just putting that out there. Next gen players are super high on Kobe, and then when I go back to current gen, because I'm so used to Kobe release, it's not actually that different on current gen, so I can actually agree with Kobe release. But next gen players are we all know the true power of Kobe Bryant. Yeah, Kobe's going A tier. Kuz. B tier, but I like him. I really like Kuzma in this game. He's like base 80, 6'9", good. I need to move some of these tiers. So I'm overstacking A tier. I'm trying to think who I moved down from A tier. As much I like Skal. Gotta move some guys down tiers. Levert. DiVincenzo. Ja. Brooks. Dell. Mullen. He's just a shooter. Des Mason. Maybe? No, probably not Kevin Love. And then A tier, I'm going to have to move down. I mean, Mirasan is the cheese. I'm so cheese. I'm going to have to move down D-Rob. It's tough to get rid of any of these guys, though, out of this tier. So I'm going to keep it like that for now. Larry. I mean, Larry belongs in A. They all of these cards are such similar tier. Larry belongs in. Both Larrys belong in A tier. Both Larrys belong in A tier. They do different things. One of them's a really good cone point guard on next gen. Another one's just a solid small forward, power forward on current gen, or a mediocre one on next gen. Yeah, I think both Larrys are good. They belong in A tier. Larry Johnson, he sucks. He's C tier. He's C tier, maybe D tier. I hate that release. Larry Nance, B. I don't mind his release. His defense is decent and his stats are really good. So I'm going to go B tier for Larry Nance. He's not worth the lock-in, though. Most definitely not worth the lock-in. Luka Doncic. This is another tough one. Do I go B or A with Luka? The problem is that if you use him, because he's got a release on quick, releases on very quick are a lot different, because everyone now has very quick release. It's tough to shoot with someone with a quick release. But I've still seen people use this card and green everything with him because he's X and base. I'm going to put Luka in B. I'm going to put Luka in B because I'm going to have to put Manu in A. Manu is just that little... I replaced this Luka with this Manu and I didn't look back. And then I replaced that Manu with Tyreek Evans and I didn't look back either, who was also going into A tier. Like, this is again a tough one. I'm going to have to do some of the A tier getting moved to S, by the way. If A tier is overcrowding, some of them are getting moved into S. Fultz. I like Fultz. I really like Fultz's release. I like Fultz's long wingspan. But I mean, at this stage, Fultz is C tier. Maurice Lucas. I mean, he can't shoot. D tier for his defense alone. And then Chicken Man Jameson. I could move Chicken Man Jameson down to E tier. I don't want to, but I could. Rajon Rondo. E. Ray Allen. C. This Ray Allen is not good stats-wise. He's not great badges-wise. He's not great in either gen. This Ray Allen is really not good, in my opinion. Maurice Luke. Yeah, I'll go like this. Reggie Theus. Reggie Theus sucks. He has I think he has the most total stats for an Opal. Like, total stats don't mean anything. Like, if you look at for dark matter power forwards, do you know who has the least total stats? Danny Ferry. Like, just because you've got the most total stats does not mean anything if you're 6'7" power forward center with horrendous release. RJ Barrett. B pushing A. B really pushing A. There's just too many two guards in A. Ron Harper wasn't bad for his time, but I mean, he's D tier right now. Like, is he as good as Kobe White? I do not believe so. His release is disgusting, in my opinion. Is he as good? I think Fultz is better. If you want to argue he's better than Fultz, that's fine. I think Fultz is better. But he's max C tier. You can put him D. Rudy's wherever Kuzma is. Oh, I do really like Rudy. It's just power forward, small forward are not the greatest positions for him. But yeah, he was great for his time. Rui Hachimura. He's low B, but he's still B. Rui Hachimura, I think, is still B. Sean Bradley, one of the most obvious S tier inclusions. My starting center. He's not my best center. Obviously, Simvular and Taco are better than him. But he is currently my starting center. Then we've got Steph Curry. E. He can't move. Can't move on next gen. Can't really do anything on current gen either. He's not great. Steven Jackson. B. But if you give him showtime, you can argue him in A. I mean, you can argue a lot of these B's in A tier. Terrence Ross, just Gerald Green. So he's C tier. He's literally just Gerald Green. Terry Rozier. I mean, he's... I'm going to move Rondo down as well. But I mean, Terry Rozier is pretty bad. I'm sorry, RCA. I know RCA can ball him. That's just because RCA is a baller, not because this Rondo card is even usable. Kukoc, I mean, if I've got Wood in A, I gotta put Kukoc in A. Kukoc is really nice, especially on next gen. Ray Allen base, 6'10", has all the key Hall of Fame badges, all the key stats. A really, really nice card. Hero, B with Hero. He's B, yeah, he's definitely B. He's definitely B. Halliburton, B. I mean, I don't rate Halliburton, but he is kind of lower B. He does Heroes better. Tyson Chandler. I mean, if he can't shoot, you're not going above D tier. You're not going above. He can hit wide open corner threes, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he's not going above D. Then we go Wilson Chandler and Wes. I'm gonna go B and A. Wes is really good with like Kobe base. Wilson Chandler, not the greatest base, but he's a 6'9" point guard, so it's hard to not put him in B tier. Okay, now to find out who to put in the top tier. Okay, so we got point guard / 2 guard. We got 3 point guards right here. So we got, between these, we got our 2 point guards sorted. And our 2, let's just say point guards and 2. Do I bring him down? I'm torn on who to move up. I think I might stay. I might have him in as a 2 guard. And have our... Jalen Rose in a small forward, maybe? Oh, do I want to put Jalen... Is Jalen Rose worth being a small forward, though? No, Rose is out of there. It's really... It all depends. If you're really good with Kawhi, you can go and put Kawhi in there. For me, I would have Kobe at small forward. Like, my 2 guards are going to be... Wes, Unseld, and Cliff. I do personally believe, again, like if I've freaking Kobe, if I've Cliff, or if I've Wes in, who's basically just right hand, who's just Kobe with a different upper, I'm obviously gonna put Kobe in. We get Danny Ferry, Jonathan Ives. We got our 2 centers. So basically, we need another person to play small forward. There are so many you can play at the 2. So it's either DeRozan or Kawhi, or Kukoc, or E, or Bonga. There's so many, or even Jalen Rose. Screw it. Screw it. You win, Ty. You win. You win, Ty. I'll give you Kawhi. I'll give you Kawhi and Esther. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. These are the best opals, in my opinion, in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. This is the final one of these tier lists. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.